Hi, Steve Suffluttle here from Erie Community College. I was at a local restaurant in Orchard Park near Buffalo, New York, and I saw these free magazines called Hardtails. It's a motorcycle magazine. This particular edition is a plus cover. The inside text pages are about 2 thousandths, and the outside cover is about 2.5 thousandths. And there's a total of 58, 59, 60 pages, so it's a 60-page plus cover. It's saddle stitch bound, so if you open it up to the very center, the middle, you'll find the center spread. There we go. You can see the 2 staples or stitches, so that's our center spread. So I'm paging through the book and I made 2 observations. The first one was I came to this page here and I was very upset because I couldn't read the date of the show. So what we have here is a crossover. You know that any 2 pages are called spreads, so we call these reader spreads because we have page 46, we have page 47, but these reader spreads are printed as printer spreads. So when you have a reader spread as a printer spread, it's called a crossover, and the concern I had was I can't read the date. You'd actually have to try to open this up to find what the date was here. So as a graphic artist designer, this is a poor decision. You have 2 options here. One is, if it's really important, you move this to the center spread, and the center spread again would be these 2 pages, well, if it's halfway in the book, 29, 30, 31, where you can see the stitches, because the center spread will always have excellent register alignment from left to right, top to bottom, as well as color. So advertisers may pay a premium for a center spread, knowing that the center spread will have the highest readability because it just naturally opens up to the center spread, plus you have the highest quality. So this should have been moved to the center spread, or realizing that was going to happen because it was a reader spread, they should have shifted over the artwork to be down in between the characters here. Okay, so that's one observation. The other observation I had about this saddle stitch magazine plus cover was that it used a lot of white type. So white type is what we call in the industry reverse type, RO for reverse out, or dropout type, DO for dropout, or KO, knockout, for knockout type, KO. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, except for as a graphic artist designer, you have to realize that when you look at this on your monitor screen, it's going to be in perfect register, but when I go to print it on a printing press, it could be slightly out of register. So there are some recommendations I would give a graphic artist designer from a print production manufacturing point of view, and that is, if you're going to do white type, it should be larger font size. It should be a typeface that has no serifs, sans serif, without serifs, because these little serifs will be very quickly plugged up and filled in. And the third recommendation I would have is you always want to try to put this into a 2-color maximum background. So let's take a look at this for a second. We have white on red. So the red would be made out of magenta yellow. Then we got white on green. The green would be made out of mostly cyan and some yellow. And now we have black, but we want to make sure this black is not a rich black with 4-color process. because now I got to worry about the registration on all 4 colors. Again, some of this type is getting to be difficult to read. I don't know how well this will focus in. And here's some white type on blue. So the point I'm making here, here's some, again, this is very difficult to read. Yeah, a lot of this would really be straining my eyes. It's out of register. Again, here's some white on green. So if you're going to do reverse type, you want to make it, again, 3 points. Make the font size large, make the typeface sans serif without serifs, and try to select a background that's only 2 colors, a red, yellow, magenta, green, cyan, yellow, or blue, cyan, magenta. Not certainly 4-color black rich, because that would very easily plug up. Now, there was several of these magazines. I had 4 of them. I just want to again show you what this looked like here. All right, couldn't read it. Let's go to those spreads again. A little better. So again, printing is a manufacturing process, so in the printing registration, the folding registration, the stitching registration, there's going to be variability. No 2 things are exactly always the same. All right. Here's a 3rd magazine. Now this is not too bad, but again, this is, you know, random probability and statistics. If you're going to get a good one, it's going to follow a normal bell-shaped curve or a Gaussian curve, and this one's pretty good, right? But again, if you have a normal bell-shaped distribution, some are going to be out of register one way, some are going to be out of register another way, and you hope that most of them are in the middle. So that would probably be acceptable. That is barely acceptable. This is not, and this certainly is not. Okay, so again, in summarizing, make sure that you understand the difference between a saddle stitch bound booklet, a plus and self cover booklet, the difference between center spreads, and crossovers, readers spreads and printer spreads, and the importance of knockout, dropout, reverse out, white type. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye now.